All right, let's get to the main story of today, okay? Georgia GOP Senate candidate Herschel Walker, former Bulldog, going up against radical liberal Raphael Warnock. A lot of memes there. Obviously, we've been keeping close attention to that race. He's perhaps one of the worst people that you could have put up to that position against Raphael Warnock, and yet this man who can't even put, 3 sentences together without saying some absolutely insane, unhinged is now under some hot water.
This morning, Georgia Republican Senate candidate Herschel Walker denying an explosive report by the Daily Beast, alleging the candidate, who opposes abortion, not only encouraged his then-girlfriend in 2009 to get an abortion herself, but paid for the procedure. The former NFL player quickly denied the allegations, tweeting, "This is a flat-out lie, and I deny this in the strongest possible terms." The Daily Beast says the woman, who asked not to be identified for privacy reasons, provided a receipt she says is from the clinic, a get well card she said was from the Heisman Trophy winner, and an image of a check that appears to be from Walker for $700. And now one of Walker's sons blasting his father's decision to run for office. Christian Walker, an outspoken conservative with a large social media following, tweeted, "Every family member of Herschel Walker asked him not to run for office," saying that his father chose to air out all of his dirty laundry in public while simultaneously lying about it.
October be surprising once again, bro. This October surprise is an October nuclear surprise. Yeah, he did play football when the helmets were soft. That is not even a joke, really. But yeah, here's the video.
He has 4 kids, 4 different women, wasn't in the house raising one of them. He was out having sex with other women. Do you care about family values? I'm just saying, don't lie. Don't lie on my mom. Don't lie on me. Don't lie on the lives you've destroyed and act like you're some moral family man. Y'all should care about that, conservatives.
Okay, the unfortunate part of this is that he still has the same cadence where you're like, you can't really tell if he's trolling or not, but I know he's not trolling. But he is 100%. I mean, he's spilling the tea, okay? But it's like, he's done so much trolling that it's like hard to figure out it's hard to figure it out. So one of the greatest things that you could do in this explosive moment is to probably have the guy who notoriously is unable to craft complete sentences without coming across completely unhinged, as he has demonstrable issues, right? Is to go up to fucking Sean Hannity's broadcast and defend himself. Here, we're gonna watch the full clip actually.
Stayed silent as the atrocities committed against my mom were downplayed. I stayed silent when it came out that my father, Herschel Walker, had all these random kids across the country, none of whom he raised. And you know my favorite issue to talk about is father absence. Surprise, because it affected me. That's why I talk about it all the time, because it affected me. Family values, people. He has 4 kids, 4 different women, wasn't in the house raising one of them. He was out having sex with other women. Do you care?
I'm going to keep it real. I don't think conservatives will care about this, like, ultimately. I mean, it's a bit of a bombshell for sure, but like, they don't even care that he can't craft full sentences. They're like, oh, that's football, man. He one of the good ones. And then that's it. Like, that's why they vote for him. You know what I mean? The only big reason why this is becoming like a real bombshell story and not just like liberal oppo research is because Christian Walker is a famous conservative broadcaster. That's the main reason. It's like, that is the actual unironic real reason why this became a real story. But isn't it common knowledge he's gay? What, Christian Walker? Yes, Christian Walker is gay, but that doesn't matter. Conservatives love him. They love that he's gay. They love that he's black, because that's another point of tokenization for them to be like, hey, this guy is supposed to be a liberal, but he's not. Look at that. He is their I have a gay friend person, basically. I have a black friend who's gay person. You think Christian will go to the lib grift? I don't know. I mean, he's already popping off with the fucking conservative grift, so why would he go on the liberal grift? Everyone's a lib now. This is a very lib moment for him. Republicans don't mind lies. Yeah, but when your son, who is a famous conservative guy, comes out against you after building a major conservative following, comes out against you and openly fucking tries to boulder your campaign, there's absolutely going to be some movement there. I mean, maybe not as big as you would think it is, right? I've spoken to nearly all of the people who have attacked me and told them quietly that I didn't want to be involved. Now they're blaming me for everything I'm not responsible for. It's disgusting.
And just 2 more things I have to address, and then I'm done with this buffoonery nutjob land. This is atrocious. People on the right are pulling up that I did a campaign event with my dad last year, and they're saying, well, you supported them all last year, and all this year. You look suspicious. No. You all have been calling me saying, why aren't you on the campaign trail with your dad? Why aren't you helping him out? This looks weird. You should go help him. And I've said to you calmly, I'm not getting involved.
Conservatives love Trump. Yeah, bro, but Trump is different. Like, what do you not understand? If Trump's son all of a sudden fucking turned on him after this many years, if Donald Trump Jr., who is now a famous person within the conservative circuit, turned on him and was like, I'm spilling the fucking tea, you think that's not going to impact Donald Trump? Are you out of your fucking mind? And Donald Trump is infinitely more popular within the conservative movement than Herschel Walker was, because Herschel Walker has no skin in the game. He just came out of fucking nowhere. He was just a famous person who was a Georgia Bulldog, so they were like, all right, let's put him there. He's friends with Donald Trump. Let's have him run against Raphael Warnock. He's black, Herschel's black. That's like what the Republican operatives were thinking. And they ran a horrible fucking person regardless, even before this, which is precisely why he was already trailing behind. Can we please downplay his UGA history? No, man. Once a Bulldog, he's a Bulldog for life.
You don't know my family life. I did one event last year when we were told he was going to get ahead of his past and hold himself accountable. None of that happened. Everything's been a lie. So for me to tell you I'm not getting involved, and then you also be flooding my DMs and calling me saying, I didn't know all this about your dad. We're going to lose the Senate race. And then when I simply say, I'm done with the lies, you go, well, Christian looks suspicious. Excuse me? I haven't told one story about what I experienced with him. I'm just simply saying, don't lie. And then for certain political pundits to be pulling up old pictures I posted of my dad, thinking they can police and determine what my relationship with my dad was. If you want to pull stuff up, I'll pull stuff up. Don't try me. Don't test my authenticity.
And now they're coming after him. Look, the blame game has begun. This is a deeply disturbed kid who has, with obvious issues of his own, said a GOP official close to Walker. He's a spoiled brat and is solely to blame if Herschel loses the race. Yeah, of course a GOP official close to Walker would say that, because the real people responsible for this are the GOP officials that propped the man who doesn't know what the fuck's going on 95% of the time to a race that could have been otherwise winnable. Christian Walker's not the only reason why he was already not doing great, not performing well against Warnock in the polls. Walking representation is CTE. Now, he hasn't answered why he was campaigning with him. He already did. He already said it. He campaigned with his dad one time because he thought that it wasn't going to come out. Like, all this stuff wasn't going to come out. And I think probably watching him openly fucking lie about his mom, who he abused, as far as we know, it was like too far. I don't think this is a W. Most likely won't have an impact on the dumbass, masochistic Georgian Republican electorate. No. You're crazy. If this wasn't a close race, then yes. But it already is a close race with Herschel Walker trailing behind Warnock. That is precisely the reason why he's fucking pissed. Or that is why it's impactful. Why are we doing this ahead of the midterms? We are not interested, and you should work it out privately. It's time to unite and vote. Maybe because it won't change for you if we don't win in November. You'll still be shopping at Gucci, right? Real folk are struggling. This doesn't add up. I can feel nothing but sadness for the young man. Something happened or somebody hijacked his account, but I will still vote for Herschel and for the fact that he still loves his son and stands by him. Exactly. Something not right here. I really hope someone didn't make money to say these things. This is personal stuff, and Christian is very dramatic as always, but it's smart enough to know not to do this on a public forum. Soros? Plenty of Republicans are still going to vote for Walker. You guys are fucking crazy if you think that that's not the case. This is not about that. This is about whether or not it's impactful enough to fucking tank his already flailing campaigning. I know my mom and I would really appreciate my father, Herschel Walker, stop lying and making a mockery of us. You're not a family man when you left us to bang a bunch of women, threatened to kill us, and had us move over 6 times in 6 months running from your violence. I don't care about someone who has had a bad past and takes accountability, but how dare you lie and act as though you're some moral Christian upright man. You've lived a whole life destroying other people's lives. How dare you? Of course, yeah, he is eating his dad up, which leads me to believe that he is probably very serious about this. I think that this is real. This is a real thing. Anyway, let's see what the funniest thing conservatives could do about this, which is have Herschel can't even craft a fucking sentence Walker on a popular news broadcast to defend himself.
Candidate Herschel Walker. Let's start with the Daily Beast, Herschel. I mean, serious accusations that in 2009 that you paid for an abortion. First question, do you know the woman that is making this allegation?
I have no idea, but it is a flat-out lie. And now you know.
Bro, there's literally receipts, man. There is no more of a caught in 4K fucking moment than this.
You know how important this seat is. This seat is very important, that they'll do anything to win this seat, lie, because they want to make it by everything else except what the true problems that we have in this country is. This inflation, the border wide open, crime. They don't want to talk about that. So they're making up lies now because they need this Georgia seat. So I'm going to encourage anyone out there let's not let them take this seat. If you can go to teamherschel.com, let's not let them take this seat, because if they take this seat, we won't recognize this country tomorrow.
You sent a $700 check, and that you sent it in a Get Well card. The Get Well card, it looks like it's included with your signature in the article. Have you seen it, and is that your signature?
I haven't seen it, but I can tell you, I send out so many Get Well, send out so much of anything, but I can tell you right now, I never asked anyone to get an abortion. I never paid for an abortion, and it's a lie. And I'm going to continue to fight. I tell you, that's what they want. They want this seat, but right now they've energized me even more. And they're not going to take the seat, so they better work it even harder.
What about the $700 check? Is there anybody you can remember sending that much money to?
Well, I send money to a lot of people, and that's what's so funny.
Bro, he's not even doing a good job of, unsurprisingly, he's not doing a good job defending himself. Like, I don't know, I signed a lot of these. Like, yeah, dude, he's about to be like, Sean, I'm going to keep it real with you. I have paid for hundreds of abortions, okay? For a man with severe CTE, he's doing pretty good. This is Sean sucking on your toes, Hannity. Of course, he's like, this is the easiest outlet. There's not going to be a serious question here. Sean will literally feed him the talking points, as he does with Donald Trump all the time.
I do scholarship for kids. I give money to people all the time because I'm always helping people, because I believe in being.
Yeah, I might have given this money to this woman that I, paid for the abortion of after, having sex with her. But I also give money to kids. So think about that, please. No matter what you do. Think about that for the most part.
It's best that you to go somewhere else, because I'm going to win this seat for the great people of Georgia, because Georgia deserves to have a senator that trusts in the Georgia people and not no one that trusts in Joe Biden like Senator Warnock does.
Let's talk about the New York Times piece for a minute. It went to your hometown. Is it true you have a field named after you in that town?
I do. I have a field named after me. I have a street named after me. I do camps. I've been doing them now, and we didn't do them last year for COVID, but I'm doing a camp there for over 6 or 7 years, not just for
you've been doing
my county, but two other counties. I do a fitness camp for boys and girls because I want to include everyone, and also I give scholarships to 2 other counties there as well. I built a gym there in the school as well, so I'm going to continue to help people in my hometown, because that's where I am. Like I said, God has helped me.
Bro, this is such a good question. Like, this is what I mean, by the way. This is what I fucking mean. Like, Sean Hannity has moved on, and he's basically like, all right, tell us more about how philanthropic you are and how much people love you. You have a road named after you. That's pretty cool. It's like, how is this an interview, man?
And the New York Times, they're all anonymous sources. If you have a field and a street and you built a gym and you're building another...
How is this in any way, shape, or form? Like, they're not even fucking hiding that this is just a way to deflect away. Sean Hannity asked them 3 questions. He said, nah. And then he didn't even say no. Like, that's the thing. Sean Hannity was like, did you write this card? He's like, I write many cards. Okay, let's talk about your scholarships. He didn't even say no. He said, I don't know. Did you pay for this abortion? Also, you're hot and good at football. Sean, this seat means a lot. God, America is so fucking dumb, dude. We are so stupid. We are a very, very incredibly stupid nation full of incredibly stupid people. God damn it. This guy's, he could have won. Like, he still can. Who knows? It's not. It's a close race that is favoring Raphael Warnock right now. But having said all that, who knows, man? He could still win.
I guess playground, as I understand it, in the town, and you're giving scholarships. Is it true you invited your entire class to a reunion that you paid for the whole thing?
Why is this relevant?
That is true as well. And, and that's what's so strange about it. Whoever wrote this article, never even talked to me, never talked to any of my family members, never talked to anyone. Like you said, everything is anonymous. And that's what's so sad. It's either anonymous or I have no idea.
Oh my God. Herschel Walker reportedly breaks fundraising record after Daily Beast breaks abortion receipt. That's awesome. He was probably not fundraising super hard before, though. I don't think. I can't. Oh my God, dude. Daily Beast could break an article being like, here is a photo of Herschel Walker driving his girlfriend at the time to the abortion clinic. Here is a video footage of Herschel Walker encouraging the doctor to give her the abortion pill. We've recorded this on camera, and Republicans be like, nope, still giving him more money, actually. This is lying liberal Soros media, baby. Gotta be a deep fake. Conservatives would look at Herschel Walker personally using his own hands to abort a baby and be like, well, you know, we like a go-getter. That's how he did the tackles, too. Walker campaign manager Scott Paradise told the staff this morning the Daily Beast story that was a setback, but that fundraising was surging after Walker's denial. Paradise mentioned Access Hollywood episodes saying Trump still made it to the White House per person familiar. Senior campaign officials also planning to speak with Walker later today about the abortion allegation. Once we have more of the facts, we can go about our jobs and go win this thing, said a person close to the Walker campaign. Imagine still thinking that conservatives actually care about moral consistency. No, of course not. But like, this is the type of stuff that depresses campaign turnout, especially when this is like something in the margins. You know what I mean? Make no mistake. I'm not saying this is the smoking gun that destroys the Herschel Walker campaign. Okay. If this was a normal campaign already, he would be running with it right now. Okay. Nobody gives a fuck about moral consistency. Only dumbass liberals care about moral consistency, and even dumber leftists care about moral consistency, when in fact they don't even care about moral consistency. They're just thinking about it like that. They think they care about it, but they don't actually fucking care about it. It's stupid. This is politics. Okay. You just want a guy who's going to vote for your favor, vote in your best interest. And Republicans don't even fucking vote in their best interest. Republican candidates don't even vote on behalf of the working class. They had a record-breaking fundraising day after the Daily Beast story broke. Walker raised $182,000, including $50K during his Sean Hannity interview. Holy fuck. By the way, for the record, I was right. 182K is not that much. If 182K is a record-breaking fundraising day for the Herschel Walker, there's a sad commentary on his campaign that's less than Warnock's average daily haul during the second quarter. Also says a lot that Walker's single best fundraising day happened not because of a great speech or a big rally or a cool policy initiative, but because he's pretending to be the innocent victim of mainstream media. Yeah, I told you, the Republicans have a really hard time with some of the candidates, some of the pro-Trump candidates especially, that they're running up. They're having a really hard time pumping those campaigns full of funds. They're kind of broke boys. Bros flop because it failed to capture all the rich complexities of actual gay life, like fighting with your dad on Twitter after his secret abortion is revealed. That's pretty good. I think the GOP staffers who thought Herschel Walker would be a shoo-in for the Senate are smoking on that same kind of fucking copium that they are smoking on currently when they say, oh, this kind of stuff is great for us actually. Look how much money we raised, when the amount of money that you've raised so far is really fucking low. Walker raised $6.2 million in the second quarter, while Warnock brought in more than $17 million.
You're afraid to walk out of your house because you're a prisoner in your own house because Senator Warnock believes in no cash bail, believes in emptying
What the fuck?
in the prisons. Right now, this board is wide open when the vice president says secured. Right now, we have problems, and we got to get new leadership in Washington. And right now, they want to try to buy seats. They want to lie and do whatever they can to get you off your game. But right now, they made me better. So I'm going to fight him harder right now.
You seem at peace. You don't seem like you're letting this bother you. I think a lot of people would let it bother them.
Yeah, because he doesn't know what's going on, Sean. How could anything bother him? He doesn't know where he is right now. Also, being at peace with the fact that, like, your dirty laundry's being revealed doesn't necessarily make you a good person, depending on what the fucking dirty laundry is.
But what we got to do is we got to come together. I believe in unity. I believe in bringing people together. And in that article that the guy wrote from the New York Times, he talked like we're separated in Wrightsville. I want to tell you right now, Wrightsville is one of the friendliest towns in the state of Georgia. And the people get along. Yes, years ago, and I talked about it. Years ago, there was problems in that town. There was a lot of problems. But today that town gets along, people love each other. So for a New York reporter to come and try to divide us, because that's what the left...
A New York reporter came and is dividing us. Dude, honestly, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
It's good at dividing us. I think it's a shame. It's disgusting. And I can promise you the Wrightsville people are upset because they made me upset. They're not going to divide my family.
Herschel Walker, thank you for being with us. 36 days to go.